Well, hello my crafty friends, and welcome to another video by yours truly. And as you can see, this is what I'm going to show you how to make. So yes, so this is what we're going to do, and I think it's rather cute. It's rather a nice cute little card, and it's all done with a bit of stamping, bit of distress oxide, and on this side, which I will get to you, which is why I've left it blank, because there's a reason why I've left it blank. And a little bit of stamping going on in the middle here of the middle tree. So that's basically what I'm going to show you. So so yeah, it's rather a cute little card. If I rather liked it. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to show you. Right, okay, so what do we need? First off, we need some dies, don't we? So I'll show you where they come from. It's called Studio Light, a company called Studio Light. And I discovered them a few weeks ago, I suppose, or a couple months ago. I was browsing one of my favourite shops, and then I came across them, and I thought, oh, they're different. So that's I've taken all the dies off the cardboard because they just keep sticking. And I went over the sellotape that was on there with a anti-static bag just to give away the sticky. So yeah, and I just kept this, and the reason I've kept this is because it gives you an idea of the template of the finished card. So that's why I've kept it. So, and I've got the other one here, which is the oval one, which I might do a video of. You never know. So, okay, so these are the dies. And can you see them? Yes, you can. So there's quite a few dies in this collection. And the nice thing about it, when you do the outer one, it actually gives you the crease marks as well, the scoring lines, which is really good. As you can see, I've got the oval one, the arched one up here as well, so I might well do a video on that. You'll have to stay tuned, stay peeled, and it will be an ideal way for you to subscribe. So if I do the one, you'll get notified and you'll be able to see it. So I think I will crack on and show you what I've done, how I did this card, and how I die cut it and what you need. So let me put these away. So that's the dies. It's Studio Light, and yes, so basically that's it. There's nothing more to say. It's Studio Light, and you do get quite a few number of dies with it. So and the nice thing is you do get the matte and layers. So I've got one here. So, and as you can see, I have already done all the die cutting for you. There is, I mean, obviously I didn't want to spend time die cutting. So this is how it dies. This is how it die cuts. So, and it does all this for you, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to fold this. Yeah, it's quite cute. I really do think that's quite cute, even though I say so myself. But I've kept it to a minimalist kind of card. So I don't know if this is right, but I am just scoring these lines now, and that's your basic shape. So I'm gonna fold that back that way. I think it needs to go that way, and yes, I think I prefer it that way. So that's basically, I've done my score lines. You've got your matte layers here, and I've matte, and obviously there's a die for that one as well, so that goes on the edge there. And you've got a seam line, a stitch line all the way through, so that's quite nice. And then you've got the same with the Christmas tree. You've got your, if I just bring the dies back up, you can see so there is a bit of detail in these dies. So yes, you can see if I hold that up a little bit for you, there you can see the stitch marks in the actual tree die, and that's the outer bit, which is this one here. So that's that bit there, and obviously the tree die. So yeah, there's quite a bit of detail in these dies. So yeah, that's all I can say really. And I think I paid what, 10, 11 quid for it, something like that, maybe a bit more, I don't know. But I recall they weren't all that expensive. But then again, this coming up now, I think online stores, supermarkets, whatever, they're probably now trying to begin to get rid of some of their Christmas stock. So keep an eye out. You might be able to pick it up fairly cheaply. So yeah, so that's basically what we're going to do. So that's all the pieces I've die cut. So you've got your matte layer there, that's my first and second, that obviously goes on there. And I've got my tree, which obviously goes on there, and I've got this bit which matte layers on to there. Now I'm going to keep that one separate, and I'm going to keep the bottom, so I'm going to keep that one for a minute. I want those two, I'm going to concentrate on those two pieces. I'm going to put these three pieces to one side for the time being. I'm just going to grab my bits here, and funnily and surprisingly enough, I'm actually going to use a distressed oxide. Well, there's the thing. Normally I'll just go straight into the normal distress ink pads, and I was messing around this afternoon. I thought, oh come on, let's get the oxides out. So so yeah, here we are. I got the oxides out, so I'm just gonna smother this in ink. Actually, that's all I'm going to do. I just want all this covered in this lovely luscious ink. So so yeah, so just be careful, and I'm just going to leave that to one side just for a minute. And I'm just going to do exactly the same for this one, but I'm only going to do the outside edge. I'm only going to do the outside edge. Don't need to do the whole thing. A nice, even, gentle. And again, if you've got the time, I mean, I'm doing this because it's a quick, easy, straightforward Christmas cards. So if you're stuck for last minute Christmas cards and you want some ideas, and the nice thing about these dies is that when new products come out, you can use these dies for the new products, and it will give a different look to it again. So so yeah, so it doesn't matter, and I'm quite happy with that. And again, if you want to go down the distress route and spray it with water and what have you, then obviously you can give it that bit of a distress look. There's nothing wrong with that. Making sure all the white's gone on the edges, which it has, so I could put that to one side. What I am going to do is quickly give it a quick blast with my heat gun, so I know it is perfectly dry. And I have my heat gun here. So yeah, so I'm just going to quickly blast it with my heat gun. Don't worry about it curling, that's absolutely fine, that's natural. And you do get that chalky finish, which I really like with the oxides. I should play with these a bit more often actually, instead of just reaching for the normal distress inks all the time, as I'm prone to do. But I do like the oxides. They are nice. So, okay, so I've got those two. We can now get that matte and layered onto our card blank. So let's bring in our card blank. And I have got some, oops, sorry, I've just knocked you. I do apologise. And again, as per usual, if you do like all my videos, please like and subscribe. And if you're on other groups, please share and my link to your group, because that would be absolutely awesome and would help me out tremendously, especially if you like what I do. So yeah, and also when I do future videos, you'll get notified. And obviously I trust you do not want to miss one of my videos. So but yeah, so yeah, that'd be absolutely awesome if you could do that for me. That'd be brilliant. So what I'm going to do now, I've done this blue one, so I'm just going to matte and layer this very carefully down onto my card blank like that. And I've got a bit missing on there. I don't know why that's happened. It's probably because I didn't cut it properly. And then I've got my white bit here, which will matte and layer onto there like so. So we can do that. Now the reason I've left this white one blank is because I mean hopefully a lot of you now have got to grips with stamping. If there's anything about stamping that you're not sure about, or you would like me to cover, or you'd like to see my take on it, leave a message in the message box. Leave a message below. I frequently do actually come back and check. Yeah, if there's something you want me to cover, I'll be more than happy to do a video on it. So so that would be not a problem. I can actually do that for you. So I'm just going to line that up, make sure it's all the way even all the way around. Now the reason I've left that blank is because if you want to put your own message on there, you can actually do so. So, and if you've got a nice stamped verse, again you can stamp that onto there, and you'll have your own you know, nice little greeting on there, which is why I've left that, so that can do that. Now we come over to this one. So yeah, so you know, leave so yeah, you got that option. I always make sure that I can leave space for a greeting, a message, even if you're going to do a handwritten one, which is sometimes nice. If you've got a nice calligraphy pen and you can do calligraphy, even better. I was at a place called Loo the other week, which is down in Cornwall, and it's a very touristy place, and it's on the coast. It faces the channel. It's just down the coast for me actually, and we go there sometimes out of season, and I mean out of season, not during the like school holidays, because it does get really busy. But and there's a lot of like holiday homes and campsites and what have you. And anyway, we went down there the other week. Well, it must have been about June, July time, I suppose. and before the schools broke up. We went into one shop and they had like Harry Potter quills and ink sets, and I was sorely tempted, and they were proper calligraphy sets, and I was sorely tempted. And I thought, oh, how lovely is that? And it was a proper feather quilled pen like they had in the old fashion. Imagine William Shakespeare with his quill feather whatever doing his plays. That's exactly what it was like. And I thought, oh yeah. So you never know, I might. So anyway, I digress. So that's basically all you need to do on that. Now for the Christmas tree, I'm going to go back in with the Distress Oxide, and I am going to go in with a clean sheet of paper because I know there's possibly some glue on these now. So that should be okay. So what I'm going to do is, let me bring this up so you can actually see what I'm doing. That would be most helpful, wouldn't it, Andrew? Yes, of course. I'm going to go, imagine this are quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to go like basically halfway down. And I'll tell you for why, and I will show you afterwards. So I'm just going to bring my little tissue up here and just and again, like I did with the bauble card on my last video, you can actually put a hill in if you so want to, you know, just kind of make it a snowdrift. But you've seen me do all that before, so there's no point me showing you that again. There's a reason why I'm going this way, because I want to show you something to be aware of when I come to do the stamping, and I didn't realize it, what I'd done until afterwards. So hence why I'm doing it this way. So I've obviously got out the cardio stamps again, and again you've got loads of options. I mean, you can put a few snowdrifts like we did on the last card, put some deer, put the deer in, children with the sleighs, building a snowman, you know, or if you want your grandkids, again you can go in with the scenic ones, but just be careful because they are a bit big, so you might have to just, you know, tweak it a little bit. But this time I am actually going to go with the one I did on my one, which is the one with the little snowy cottage. Now I have got my block here and got that, so I'm just going to get my stamp, excuse the crinkling, and again I'm just going to make sure, and then bring that over to there, bring our Christmas tree in, black stamp, and this time I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black. So again, black ink, take the ink pad to the stamp on a flat even surface, and again if you're more comfortable using a stamping platform, then absolutely go for it. But I'm just using this for the time being, and I'm gonna go down, I'm just gonna go there, down quickly, give it time for the ink to go, and it doesn't matter it's gone off a little bit on the side, or there we go. Now this is exactly what I wanted. On the last one I did, I ended up with a blue roof. Now I've got a nice white snowy roof. So all we do is, if you want, if you've got a scrap piece of card, we use that as a mask. Have I got a scrap piece of card? Yes, I have got a scrap piece of card. Got some scrap piece of card down here. So you just, there we go. And then if you go just down there a little bit, it's just all the trees, but they look as though they've gone into the background a bit more, a bit further away. So, but what I didn't want was a blue roof, and you can do a little bit more over here. And then if you want, possibly, this is, I don't know if this is going to work. No. I just thought because the ink was a bit wet, it was, it might, but that doesn't matter. I don't care. That's absolutely fine. I've got exactly what I wanted, which is a completely white roof. So, so I'm pleased with that. So that's what I wanted, and that's what I got. So let me just grab, there it is in front of me. Some cleaning fluid and a clean, because as you all know, clean your stamps as soon as you're finished with them. And then we can give that a quick wipe. And we can put our stamp away because we have finished with the stamping. There we go, back in its packet. I'm going to sort all that out later. We're finished with that. We're done with that, done with that. So, what we can do now is actually get rid of all of that. Is attach our Christmas tree that we have just lovingly decorated. There we go. Now, give you a heads up here. Do this very carefully. Take your time, because we want this, obviously, as much as in the middle with a nice white border as we can possibly get. So just take your time, because you want these points matching, and you want it as much even. There we go. Pleased with that. That is absolutely bang on. Well done, Andy. So there we've got our Christmas tree, our little scene. Something going on there. I've got, look at my hands. That's how dirty I get. I'm just such a dirty crafter. It's unreal. But anyway, back to our little Christmas scene. And again, if you so desire, you can actually go around the Christmas tree with your blue ink, but obviously I haven't. And what I'm going to do now is grab some glue, and which is there, and I'm going to grab me some glitter. So I'm going to grab me some glitter. I'm going to grab me some more paper. I'm just going to put this, and we're just going to add some glue. Let me get. You're going to behave yourself. What's wrong with this? I had this, I should have checked this before I started the video, really, didn't I? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Please. Yay! There we go. That's all I want. So I'm just gonna basically I'm just gonna paint with the ink, with the glue, a little bit on the chimney pot. Bit of glue like we did last time, and I will actually might grab, and we can do some bits down there. So, and then we're gonna seal that back up again so it doesn't dry out. There we go. We get our glitter, and we can just go potty with our glitter. Cool. There we go. And then we can put all this back into our pot, like so. And then that can go away. Now what I'm going to do as well, which is what I always like to do, especially on houses, and I'm just going to go and grab it, because I just, this minute. Right, so what I've got is a yellow Stickles, and this one is yellow. Well, there you go. So what I'm going to do is just a little bit on the doors and the windows. That's all you need, and then we can just leave that to dry. And that, my dear friends, my crafty friends, is your card. Somewhat mucky. And there is your Christmas card, all done, ready, sorted. I'll bring that up a bit. So what we've got here is a little bit of glitter going on down here, and a bit of glitter and a bit of glitter on the windows, just to make it look as though there's light. And we've stamped oxide ink around the layers, and that, my dear friends, is your card done. So thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed that, and I look very much forward to seeing you again in the future and in my next video. And again, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and share the videos onto your other social media platforms that you belong to. If you do that, that's absolutely awesome. Excuse me. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much for your company. See you soon. Bye.